What's up guys, it is Epic Destroyer, and in today's video we are going to be looking at who the Hitman is and kind of his lore associated with the guide and other characters in slap battles and kind of the importance that he has. And if you don't know who the Hitman is, he is the character on the Hitman Glove, obviously. And if you go in this bunker right here, he's the dude that's just chilling right here. Talking with him, you'll have kind of some of these voice lines, and there will be a button over here that says quest, and he actually has 3 quests. Now we'll talk about these more in a second, but for now we're actually going to look at the Hitman Glove. If we make our way over to the Hitman Glove, we can see where the Hitman is kind of coming from, because this glove is kind of about him. He was just made into like a real character NPC that you can talk to over in that little bunker. But as you can see the Hitman sitting in front of all these different hits. We have Bob, Arc-wise, the like underkill badge icon dude, another dev right here, I'm pretty sure, Gravity, and I don't know which one this is. If you guys know, tell me in the comments. And then Tencel, and then Boba, barely see him right there, with the main one on the front of it being the guide, wanted, dead or alive, 100 million slaps. It says evil man, and it talks about all the bad things he did. Illegal widespread scamming, illegal self-cloning, this one's important, remember this one, murder, double murder, unpaid taxes, and then stealing a balloon on free balloon day, and apparently a lot more. We come over here and we go underneath this lobby area. We can find the guide dead, and it says here lies the guide, and this is February 21st 2021, which is actually the day Slap Battles was created, when he was removed, which looks like he was only there for a week. Is that correct? Because if he was only there for a week, that's kind of sad. I guess he wasn't that helpful, which makes sense. And you can see him here dead, and he's just stabbed, and that's kind of unfortunate. Now back to the Hitman. Now in his quest, there is 3 quests. This one is for the run glove, where you have to escape Terry 10 times. This one is for Snow Peep and getting the 3 artifacts. And this last one is actually a storyline kind of quest, where he wants you to go find something that he buried a long time ago that is special to him. It's called a special trinket, and on this little description it doesn't actually mention what it is, but it does mention what it is somewhere else. But first I'm going to kind of dive in how we get this. It's kind of important to the story. So the way we finish this quest is honestly pretty simple. First we have to equip the extended glove, and then we need to make our way over to the Cannon Island. Once we make it to the Cannon Island, we need to go over to this left side. Here we will find a mysterious hole, and we have to use our extended glove to reach inside of it. We will pull out a glovel, which is a shovel glove. Now with our new glovel glove we just got from that hole, we need to go around to these red spots and try to dig up a treasure chest that will contain the Hitman's special trinket. Now all we have to do is open the chest and get the Hitman's special trinket, and then we have to jump off the map so we can go return it to him, and he'll say thank you, blah blah blah. He'll only give us like 100 slaps, which is like a pretty crappy reward. But anyways, if you guys want to know what this trinket actually is, it says on the badge page, and it's literally just a handkerchief, or handkerchief, however you say it, man, I don't know, but that's what it is. Each time you talk to him, he will have a randomized voice line, and here are the most important ones. He says, Bob, we don't talk about him here, got it? One day I'll claim Tencel's yellow head as my prize. For now, here's what you can do. You'd best hope your face doesn't end up on one of those posters, which is just kind of referencing him putting out hits. He also says, I've noticed most people here use gloves. I use a glove and a gun, which is a reference to the Hitman Glove also being able to shoot. And this is the most important voice line that he has. You ever heard of someone known as the guide? No, thought not. Now there could be 2 reasons as to why he says this. The first reason is that he put a hit on the guide and he killed him, or he got killed, and so no one knows about him because he's dead. Now the second reason actually relates to this little house in Slap Royale where you find the bunker code. If you walk into this building and you go to the right and you sit in the chair and you see these two pieces of paper, these two pieces of paper were written by the guide himself, and they talk about running away and getting away from everyone. So I'm going to read them and then explain them. He says, all I wanted was to help them. I was there to inform them, to give them the information they needed. This is a reference to him being a guide and just, answering questions and stuff. He says, but was that enough? No, of course it wasn't. They wanted me dead. Gone. I was only there for a week. As I showed you earlier, he was there from Slap Battle's first day, the 21st of February, to the 28th, which was only a week. He says, I was nothing but kind to them, all, and they turned their backs on me. They wanted me dead. So that's exactly what I gave them. That replica was convincing enough for them to believe it was really me. Stabbed, gone. And remember when I said to remember the crime he committed of self-cloning, illegal self-cloning, on his Hitman picture? Well, that's what this is. So he didn't actually die. He cloned himself and then ran away. He says, I don't want to be a guide anymore. I just want to be myself. And hopefully now on this new island, which was Slap Royale, I can finally have that opportunity where he wrote these papers. He says, I hope I don't see them again. Now, we don't really know who them is, but I'm assuming it's the Hitman and maybe some other people. Now, the second one reads, I can never have a normal life. I can never live in peace. No matter where I go, they'll always find a way to make my life a living hell. Now, the second paper is written after they find him again. They being the Hitman and whoever else he's talking about, as the last paper, the last line of the last paper says, I hope I don't see them again. Now, continuing on the second paper, he says, they've put me on wanted posters, which is a reference to his hit. They're framing me for crimes I never committed. I knew they wouldn't be satisfied. They never are. I thought I could start again, start a new life here, but I was wrong. And now I'll have to leave again, find somewhere else to go. But I know wherever I end up, they will find me again. And if they do, I'm not sure I'll be able to keep running anymore. If they find me again, I won't run. With this information, the guide underneath of the lobby is not the real guide, but simply just a clone that he created to escape the Hitman. And this means that the Hitman is still looking for the guide. And the guide says that the next time he is found, he won't run. So this is kind of where we are left in terms of this guide versus Hitman lore that's been going on since the beginning of Slap Battles. Let me know in the comments what you think should happen next, and if Tencel should expand upon this storyline and keep going with it, because I think this is pretty interesting. But anyways, that does conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this new style of video, and if you did, like and subscribe, of course. I'll always appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.